Before we begin, take a deep breath. Because what you're about to feel isn't just another celebrity story. It's the kind of emotional collision that makes fans hold their chests and whisper, "This can't be acting, right?" And if you love uncovering the hidden sparks behind your favorite K-drama and film stars, don't forget to subscribe to New Drama World, where every glance, every whisper, every impossible chemistry finds a home. Join our family and step into the stories that the cameras don't show. Now, let us enter the world of Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan. A world where professional acting starts to look suspiciously like something deeper. It began quietly. No scandals. No flashy headlines. Just a soft, almost imperceptible shift in the atmosphere when the production team released the first behind-the-scenes clip of their upcoming film. At first, the internet didn't explode, it simmered. Slow. Dangerous. Like the kind of spark that hides in silence before turning into a wildfire. Bai Jingting, known for his calm masculinity and understated charm, radiated a kind of emotional steadiness that fans always adored. Zhang Ruonan, gentle yet expressive, carried that warm, glowing femininity that made every scene feel alive. But when these two stepped into frame together, something happened. Something neither fans nor the industry expected. It wasn't just chemistry. It was gravity. Their energies merged with such natural softness that even the director paused during early rehearsals, watching them with an expression that said, "This is rare." And the moment that started it all wasn't even a kiss. It wasn't dramatic. It was a single, devastatingly tender gesture by Jingting brushing a loose strand of hair from Zhang Ruonan's cheek, his eyes filled with something raw. Something so vulnerable it made fans uneasy in the best way. That wasn't the look of a co-star. That was the look of someone afraid of losing the person standing in front of him. Fans rewound the clip endlessly. Why does he look at her like that? Is this part of the script? Wait, did he forget the camera was rolling? But what truly changed everything was what happened after cut. Zhang Ruonan didn't pull away. Bai Jingting didn't step back. They stayed close, too close, gazing at each other for a heartbeat longer than any professional co-stars should. The kind of heartbeat that only exists when something unspoken lingers. And just like that, the fandom fell. But this wasn't a one-time moment. Because their behind-the-scenes interactions told an even louder story. During the lakeside shoot, Bai Jingting kept adjusting Zhang Ruonan's coat, pulling the collar up, brushing dust from her sleeves, fixing her scarf. Staff members were right there, capable of doing it, yet he insisted on doing it himself. Not dramatically. Not for show. It was instinct. Care that didn't need permission. Then came the back hug rehearsal. The script required one short practice. Bai Jingting asked for 3. Each hug looked more natural, more protective, more familiar. By the third take, it didn't look like rehearsing. It looked like remembering. Zhang Ruonan, usually quiet and composed on set, laughed more around him. She teased him gently. She touched his arm without hesitation. She leaned her head toward him during conversations, as if her body had its own gravitational pull toward his. But the real turning point, the almost kiss scene that broke the internet. The script called for a playful, quick moment. But Bai Jingting slowed everything down. He leaned in with a trembling breath, stopping just inches from her lips. His eyes softened. Zhang Ruonan's breath hitched. The air thickened so intensely that even viewers felt it through the screen. Later, the director said, they were communicating without words. That wasn't acting, it was connection. And it didn't stop there. During a break after an emotionally heavy scene, Zhang Ruonan looked visibly overwhelmed. Bai Jingting walked over quietly, knelt in front of her, and held her hand not romantically, but tenderly, grounding her, reminding her she wasn't alone. Cameras weren't even focused on them. They didn't know fans were recording. At a press event, when asked about working with her, Bai Jingting said, "She makes it easy to feel everything." Zhang Ruonan turned red, smiled small, and lowered her gaze, the kind of smile that tries and fails to hide the truth. Then came the red carpet moment that shook everyone. Zhang Ruonan stumbled slightly. Before anyone else reacted, Bai Jingting's hand was already on her back, steadying her. His touch was protective, gentle, and familiar. And she leaned into him, trusting, effortless. But perhaps the most intimate moment wasn't meant to be public. A fan captured a low-quality, shaky video of them walking together after shooting. They weren't holding hands, but their arms brushed intentionally, rhythmically, magnetically, as if their bodies were deciding to stay connected even when they tried not to. Sometimes, love doesn't need grand gestures. Sometimes, it lives in the smallest space between two people. Maybe the LL never confirm anything. Maybe the LL call it professionalism. Maybe the LL say it's just chemistry. But even chemistry has its limits. And whatever Bai Jingting and Zhang Ruonan share seems to exist beyond those limits, something softer, something deeper, something that feels like the beginning of a secret written quietly between two hearts. And maybe that's why fans can't let this pairing go. Because in a world where so much is scripted, their moments look unscripted. Honest. Delicate. Real. Their film gave us romance. But their connection gave us hope. And maybe, just maybe, their hearts have already written the sequel long before the cameras stopped rolling. If you want to stay close to every spark, every behind-the-scenes whisper, every unexpected chemistry that keeps the K-drama world alive, stay with us here on New Drama World. Because here, we don't just watch stories. We feel them. We chase them. And sometimes, we get closer to the truth than anyone expects.